Dr. Yvette helps first gen BIPOC students and professionals navigate academia and careers with sustainable productivity strategies. Her work focuses on grad admissions, executive functioning, flexible work systems, burnout prevention, and values aligned success. Doctora Yvette offers coaching, consulting, and speaking engagements on grad school admissions, career development, productivity, and well being. Sharing her signature speech today, sustainable success, not as a means to extract more work, but to reclaim our time, energy, and purpose from systems not meant for us. Doctora Yvette.
4 years ago, on Dia de las Madres 2021, I found myself living what many would call a successful life. I had a stable career at a top ranked university, a comfortable salary, a new home by the ocean, two beautiful children, and a title I had worked years to earn. And yet, behind closed doors, I was drowning. My chronic health issues were flaring up. My eldest child was struggling with online distance learning, and I was working late into the night while carrying my infant on a rebozo. I was in such survival mode, living under a false sense of urgency, that I couldn't even finish a cup of coffee in the morning as I rushed from one back-to-back meeting to the next. I remember getting flowers and cards on what was supposed to be a celebratory day, with tears in my eyes thinking, this is not sustainable. Did I work this hard just to keep falling apart? That moment was a turning point. I realized I had been chasing someone else's version of success, one that required constant sacrifice for others and left no space for honoring me, my capacity, my pace, my well being, my joy. On a day meant to celebrate mothers, I was reminded how often our culture praises gendered labor while ignoring the structures that exploit and undervalue that labor. As mothers, we're told to rest one day, but we're not supported to live and work sustainably for the rest of the year. Later that year, I made a pivot. I quit my job, moved my family, and started my business. More importantly, I started to change not just what I did, but how I did it too. I began to approach my work through self-discovery and self-compassion. And what I realized was that at the root of feeling overwhelmed, resentful, and burnt out was me doing work for others in ways that made me lose sight of myself and what actually works for me. I needed to let go of urgency culture and honor my need for slower mornings. I needed to let go of internalized ableism and honor my body's need for flexible remote work. And I needed to honor my desire to be a fully present mom, to spend a Friday morning at the library with my kids or a Tuesday evening at their swim and dance lessons. So I started Grad School Mentoring LLC to support students and professionals who, like me, needed guidance not just in reaching their goals without burning out, but also in changing their approach to how they work and live sustainably. That's how I met Doctora Paloma Rojas Saunero, a brilliant Latina physician, epidemiologist, and postdoctoral scholar. She came to me carrying the weight of what so many of us know too well, that constant sense of feeling behind, of being trapped in a pace that doesn't let you pause, of doing work but never quite feeling it was enough, of never feeling good enough. Through our work together, she began to see productivity differently, not as a hamster wheel of endless deadlines, but as a creative process she could own. She told me one of her biggest breakthroughs was taking a family trip without opening her laptop once. For the first time, she could be fully present without guilt. She said, I am no longer a hamster running in a wheel. I am in control of my life. That is sustainable success. When I imagine my vision for the world, it's one rooted in compassion, care, equity, a world where success is defined not by others, but by our values, our non negotiables, our identities, and our communities. This vision also reminds me of another client who taught me about the indigenous practice of blanketing, of draping someone as an act of recognition, respect, and protection. I see sustainable success as its own form of metaphorical blanketing, of layering ourselves and our communities with the recognition and support we need to thrive, even within systems that work against us. In a world that often individualizes struggle, sustainable success becomes a form of collective care. Success should not cost you your well being, your relationships, or your humanity. Sustainable success is possible. And when we choose it, the ripple effect extends across our families, our institutions, and our communities.
Doctora Yvette delivers powerful keynotes, interactive workshops, and strategy rich trainings that help first generation BIPOC students and professionals thrive without burnout. Rooted in lived experience and grounded in research and proven strategies, her talks demystify higher education, affirm identity, and provide actionable tools for sustainable success. If you're looking for someone to speak at your next event or host a workshop or seminar, reach out to Dr. Yvette using the link in the description of these show notes. She speaks on grad school admissions, productivity, and well being, and gives professional development trainings. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Latina Presente podcast, our space to say it out loud. Nos vemos a la próxima.